Jarrad Brown, Australian expat financial planner based here in Singapore. Welcome to my video series where we tackle the tough personal finance questions asked by Australian expats. Today I'm here to outline exactly what the recent stamp duty changes that have been announced in Victoria. So if you own property in Victoria, you're thinking about buying property in Victoria, this is an important one for you. We're going to cover exactly what the changes are, what they could mean in terms of dollars saved, and when they will start applying. So stay tuned and let's dive right in. In the last Victorian state budget, they announced two key changes. Firstly, it was the 50% cut to stamp duty for new residential properties, and the second was a 25% cut on stamp duty for existing residential properties. There were some changes brought forward to commercial property also, but today we're just going to focus on the residential. Now these changes apply to anyone who's entered into a property contract, so you've bought a property, you've signed, exchanged contracts with the vendor between the 25th of November in 2020 and the 30th of June 2021. So we still have a few months to go on this one. One of the most common questions that I get asked is, does this apply to investors as well? And the fact is, with these recent changes, it does. Most of the stamp duty changes, the incentives, the first home buyer grants apply only to owner-occupiers. But thankfully, with the changes that have just been announced to stamp duty, they'll actually apply equally to owner-occupiers and investors. Now, when it comes to any changes with tax, any incentives, always important to reach out to your accountant, your solicitor, and confirm exactly what discounts you're eligible for. So let's consider a couple of examples. Firstly, let's consider a couple who are looking to upgrade their home, buy a new property in Victoria, somewhere in Melbourne, for around $900,000. Now typically the stamp duty would be about $49,000 to $50,000 on a $900,000 property. With a 50% discount, that means that the stamp duty is only around $24,500 to $25,000. That's a huge saving of $24,500. Now that's if the property were new. So if we're off the plan or you're the first owner. Now if you're buying an existing property, we get a 25% discount. So the discount would be half of that amount. So again, if we're buying a $900,000 property, it's an existing property, we're not the first owner, it's not off the plan, we would save about $12,000 to $12,500. Again, a significant amount of money. And now the question is this going to actually impact the market? Is it going to allow people into the market faster? Our expectation at this stage is it's simply going to alter some buying decisions. It's going to mean that those who might have been a few months off or even a few years off saving enough to get onto the property ladder will now be able to do so, and it may alter things in that first or second home buyer market. Of course, an important question, how do I secure this discount? The good news is you don't really actually need to do anything as long as your solicitor is aware of it. The property contract needs to be signed between the 25th of November in 2020 and the 30th of June 2021, and the property price, the price you've agreed to pay for the property, must be at $1 million or below. Anything above $1 million won't actually be eligible for the discounts. So make sure your solicitor's aware. And if you have any questions at all about this one, again, reach out to your accountant, reach out to your mortgage broker, your solicitor, and make sure that you're getting any discounts that you're eligible for. Thank you very much for joining us. If you have anything to add, or you have any questions that we haven't yet covered, fire them through. We'd love to hear from you, and maybe we can even turn them into a future video. Thank you again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.